Welcome, time travelers, to the Chrononaut channel where I'm using my totally normal voice. Today we're taking a leap back in time to the year 1991, an era when shoulder pads were in fashion, Tamagotchis were the latest craze, and pixelated wonders ruled the world of gaming. But don't worry, we promise this adventure won't involve Gandhi nuking everyone. That's a tale for another dimension. Instead, we're diving into the captivating universe of Sid Meier's Civilization, a game that not only conquered strategy gaming, but did so without resorting to nuclear warfare. So fasten your seatbelts on your time machines, and let's explore the iconic Sid Meier's Civilization from 1991. Number 1. Sid Meier became the third major designer to envision a computer adaptation of Civilization, the board game, but he was the first to successfully execute this concept. Okay, that's probably enough for that voice. Time to do regular bald guy voice. Moving on. Danielle Bunton Berry had initially intended to embark on the development of the game after completing MULE, or Mule, in 1983. She revisited the idea in 85 following the completion of the 7 Cities of Gold at Electronic Arts, everyone's favorite company, EA. However, in 83, Bunton, along with producer Joe Ybarra, decided to prioritize the creation of 7 Cities of Gold. The success of 7 Cities in 1985 resulted in a sequel, Heart of Africa. Despite these achievements, Bunton never revisited the notion of civilization. Interestingly, elements of Bunton's The 7 Cities of Gold can be seen in Sid Meier's designs for games such as Pirates and Colonization. Don Daglow, the creator of Utopia, the inaugural simulation game, commenced work on programming a version of Civilization in 1987. Nevertheless, he abandoned the project when he received an executive position offer at Broderbund and did not return to the game thereafter. Don Daglow, the creator of Utopia, the inaugural simulation game, commenced work on programming a version of Civilization in 1987. Nevertheless, he abandoned the project when he received an executive position offer at Broderbund and did not return to the game thereafter. I don't know why I pronounce it Broderbund, since apparently it's an American company, but that's definitely German words. Number 2. In the first manual release for the game, the Turks were depicted as one of the accessible civilizations, but they were substituted with the Germans during the course of development, which means we traded kebabs and durums for sausages. I don't know, but that was a fair trade. Oh wait, beer. Beer. Never mind. We're good. Number 3. Sid Meier's Civilization holds many parallels to the 1977 video game Empire, which has no association with the TV show or the million other things with the word Empire in it. It was by Walter Bright and Mark Baldwin. Some claim Sid Meier copied much of the turn-based strategy from that game, which is a little disappointing since I have incredibly positive memories of the early Civilization games, especially 2. But I guess it suggests that there's really no such thing as a completely original idea. We all have our influences, and we use that to create new and interesting things. However, Empire was more of a text-based game and would have more imagery added in later editions. Walter Bright felt the need to create Empire because he grew tired of the tedious nature of board war games. My goodness, do we all feel that? Thus serving as a major inspiration for future strategy video games. Number 4. While undoubtedly influenced to some extent by Avalon Hill's Civilization board game, Sid Meier's Civilization also heavily incorporates elements from the pioneering computer strategy game Empire, war game of the century, particularly in its design and mechanics. Number 5. The text lines displayed in the introductory cinematic or animation are extracted from a simple text file located within the game's directory, making it a straightforward task to modify them as needed and mess with your friends. Number 6. Sid Meier's Civilization was among the pioneering games to have a paperback strategy guide published for it, titled Rome on 64K a Day. I know I also bought Strategy Guys in the 90s, but please don't tell anyone. Authored by Alan Emmerich and Johnny Wilson. The book had over 376 pages and was published by Prima Games way back in 1992. Number 7. In a curious twist, the initial releases of the game even contained a pamphlet with details and ordering information for the board game. It is possible the video game was actually meant as advertising for some to sell more of the board game, but the former is now clearly far more popular than the latter. Paradoxically, today there exists a board game adaptation derived from the computer version of Civilization that is much different from the Avalon Hill game we mentioned earlier. Number 8. The most important factoid of them all. For a considerable period, an enduring urban legend circulated suggesting that Mahatma Gandhi, the leader of the Indian civilization in the game, had an unusual propensity for employing nuclear weapons, not nuclear, due to a supposed bug. However, here's the lowdown. Within the game, each leader possessed distinct statistics defining their interactions with others. According to legend, when a player researched and embraced democracy in the game, all leaders would see their aggression statistic reduced by 2 towards the newly democratic player. However, Gandhi's aggression stat was initially set to 1, and the impact of democracy led to an unexpected integer overflow. In theory, it should have become -1, but the stat appeared to employ an unsigned 8-bit integer format, causing Gandhi's aggression to surge to 255, leading to threats of nuclear warfare from him. This narrative first emerged on the TV Tropes Wiki in 2012, spreading from there until it gained widespread coverage in gaming media and became an urban legend. However, in his 2020 autobiography, Sid Meier's memoir, designer and programmer Sid Meier debunked the story, asserting that no such bug existed because government types did not affect the AI leader's aggressiveness ratings. Did he just say AI and the government? That sounds like another Gandhi-level conspiracy theory. What if Gandhi's AI escapes the game and joins Skynet? Only Matthew Broderick can save us from this war game.
Anyways, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Furthermore, even if they did, the C dialect used to program Civilization used signed integers, as if we knew what that meant, as the default, precluding any possibility of an overflow. This purported bug evolved into an enduring inside joke among fans, and the Gandhi using nukes meme found its way into the Civilization series itself. In Sid Meier's Civilization 5, Gandhi's nuclear production and usage statistics were consistently set to their maximum value. In Sid Meier's Civilization 6, Gandhi had an elevated likelihood of possessing the nuke-happy hidden agenda, which some of you may also have. I'm watching you. It is worth noting that Civilization 5 was released far after the initial claims of the alleged bug, nearly 2 decades later actually, because the first game came out in 91 and 5 came out in 2010. However, it probably, or at least potentially, influenced the urban legend or myth itself. As our journey through the gaming time capsule comes to a close, we hope you've enjoyed revisiting the early days of Sid Meier's Civilization. Its simple yet profound gameplay mechanics have withstood the test of time, reminding us that even in the fast-paced world of gaming, classics endure. In fact, maybe they were even better. If you've enjoyed this trip down memory lane, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below, especially if you want to hear more of my ridiculous voice. And remember, here at Chrononaut, the adventure through gaming history never truly ends until your story reaches that restaurant at the end of the universe. Until next time, fellow explorers.